Hi everyone, Frankenfoot, and I screwed this one up pretty bad. So this is a weak looking base. You've got weak splash damage, which is great news for hogs. You've got low level heroes, 10 and 10, so they're not that much to worry about, even though they're not really that much of a problem depending on your army composition. And this looked like an ideal HPHB base. Big open compartments. So great for sending a bunch of P.E.K.K.A.s into. And so somehow I managed to mess this up. What killed it for me was this guy had double bombs and a Tesla here. And I didn't know about that. And that vaporized my hogs. So those giant double bombs, or double giant bombs rather, they're not as bad for hogs as they used to be. It's not a guaranteed wipeout, but if you want them to survive that, they have got to be in a heal spell, or they've got to be at max health and immediately in a heal spell. But this was a odd base. I looked at the architecture and I thought that he probably had Teslas here, or giant bombs here, just by the shape of that thing. But that turned out not to be the case. The other thing about this base is it had an irritating funnel to make. I figured these two buildings had to go, and these four buildings had to go, or the bowlers would get distracted. I wasn't worried about that guy. I'm not worried about these guys over here. But he's got a cannon over here, and I was worried that there was a Tesla over here. I think there actually was one. So I had to expand a lot more troops than I might normally would to get the funnel going. I don't think that it made a difference, but it definitely didn't help anything. Yeah, and this has also been this is kind of an odd war. They've got more 10s than us, but their 9s are kind of they're high level heroes mostly, but kind of weakish bases. So I went down my standard 3. Well, actually, I usually start with my number and then go down 1, 2, 3. So I normally would have gone down 10, but that guy was already taken. Anyway, but so this is an irritating funnel because you got this cannon here. I considered maybe trying to do a queen walk in this direction, but I've had bad luck with that, trying to get the P.E.K.K.A.s to cooperate with me after that, and she might easily get distracted by trying to go here, so I decided not to do that. I dropped a giant here to start tanking, but look at all the point defense he's got. I mean, he's got this archer tower, this cannon, this wizard tower, and this archer tower too, so he's not going to last very long. So I dropped the king behind him as backup. The only problem with dropping the king is he's not going to go for this cannon. He's going to go for whatever building. I think I dropped him here. He's going to take out this building, and then he's going to move in this direction. But eventually he's going to walk into the queen's circle, and he's going to want to redirect and try to bust through this wall. So I'm not going to get a whole lot of benefit out of him other than tanking. But I didn't think two giants would do it, and I didn't want to build a stinking golem to just have enough tanking to get rid of these four buildings here. Plus a potential Tesla. So it seemed like the best idea at the time. Now over here, I've got the only thing that can do some real damage on air is that guy, and I've actually got a windsweeper that's going to keep pushing him away from that. So I can drop a baby dragon here, and then he's going to wander over here, and this guy's going to keep kind of pushing him in this direction. So he'll take out that guy. Now, once the baby dragon is tanking for this archer tower, there's nothing else that can stop wizards from getting those two buildings there. So as soon as I'm comfortable that the air sweeper's not going to push the baby dragon out of range, I'm going to drop two wizards here to take out that. Then I'm going to drop P.E.K.K.A.s in here, healers behind him, and as soon as they bust through the wall, the the archer queen and the bowler is going to come out behind him. And I'm actually bringing a jump spell here because I desperately want the P.E.K.K.A.s to move into the core. If these defenses do not get taken out, my hogs are going to run into the middle of the base, and that's going to be a bad thing. Now, unfortunately, that means I have one less rage spell than normal. So I think another mistake I made was I was kind of late on getting the rage spell down. I wanted to drop it here, because I got some high hit point buildings in here, and I want the P.E.K.K.A.s to move in here and to wipe them out as quickly as possible. I'm not overly worried about P.E.K.K.A.s having trouble in the core, and I should have been less worried. I don't think that that I should have dropped that rage spell earlier, because there's no point defenses that are really going into the core. Just a few of them, just a smattering here. I thought there might be Teslas around here, maybe some around here, but not a whole lot of point defenses to worry about. If I dropped the rage earlier, that guy would have gone down quicker. Instead of roasting my healers for a while, Queen would have gone down quicker, and things would have been healed back up before they went into the core. And maybe some healers would have survived to keep my Queen alive a little bit longer. But then once everything's moved into the core and it's starting to take these things out, I want to drop the hogs on this side. Specifically on this side, because I want them to move around the base and finish over here, because I want to give these guys enough time to go take out that king as possible. And hopefully this stinking guy too. And so that was the plan, but giant double bombs, double giant bombs hurt me here. Wiped out my hogs, and even though I think I had enough troops to take out this base at the end of it, I just did not have the time. So let's see what worked and what didn't work. We have got the baby dragon coming out, going down there. He is comfortably tanking for that archer tower, so I'm sending 2 wizards in, done there. Down comes a giant, and the king behind him. 1, 2, 3 wizards out. Got to make a push for that cannon. Giant's almost gone. Boom, into the giant. Or no, giant was done a long time ago. So I got the king drop his ability. Thankfully, somebody finally takes out that cannon. And you see how the king went and got distracted. So he did nothing but tank for that wizard, which is not a good use for the king. But P.E.K.K.A.s go in, they're getting healed up, kill squad goes in, everything moves in how I want it. Don't know what's in the clan castle, but I think it turned out to be dragons and some other things. So there goes the rage, poison behind it. Queen comes in and helps with that clan castle. At this point in time, I still have healers. I'm surprised that they didn't last longer. Freeze spell got me there. Yeah, there you go, freeze spell. So I send in the hogs, and it's tough. I sent them right in on a wizard tower, which I didn't love doing, but, you know, that was the only spot for them. Should have been quicker on that heal spell. I was being kind of stingy because I had a lot of base to cover. But I had them healed up. I was keeping one of the bank to distract a wizard tower or something like that. But then that was it. Double bombs, poof. That was gone. Gonzo. Did not expect that there. Lots of places for traps here. Wasn't sure what to do. So at this point in time, I got 2 wizards. I got a baby dragon I was keeping as backup. And I've got P.E.K.K.A.s with a bowler behind them. They're strong enough probably to wipe out this stinking base. But it's going to take them way too long. So eventually I just ran out of time. Saving on the wizard and the baby dragon and all that just to see if I could possibly do it, but no, not enough time. Not enough time. Alright, well that's what you call an abysmal failure. Okay, well hopefully we'll shake off the Christmas cobwebs for taking some time off of war, and we'll get back at it. And we'll see what we can do in the second attack.